Hi, this is Sean Mason. I've attempted my first vlog. I'm primarily a writer, not a person who's used to being on camera, so I don't speak well off the cuff for long periods of time like some of my heroes like Pat Condell. I'm going to read, my first vlog is something I read off the screen that I wrote a while back, and about a thing I call the God Reflex. So that's what you're going to see. You're going to see me reading and my eyes moving funny and kind of stiffly. I'm going to give this vlog thing a try, see what kind of reaction I get, and go from there. Maybe it will be the first and last one. Thanks.
Where is God? I hear about him, but he never seems to be anywhere. It always seems like he's been places, but you never hear that he is somewhere, or is going somewhere. I never turn on the television to hurricane coverage in North Carolina to hear, God in all his magnificence is on the horizon, coming to save those he's chosen to save, and letting the rest die to join him in heaven. Yet when the hurricane has passed, his apparent believers all say things like, I'm here by the grace of God, or I thank God I'm okay, he spared my life, or God was watching over us. So where was he? And if those who died have gone to meet Jesus, then why is everyone so thankful that they got to stay on the earth with all the wars and psycho killers and diseases? It seems that you are either spared by the grace of God or have gone to join him. I don't know which is better, but the faithful seem to be more glad to not meet him and benefit from his having selected them to remain in their earthly coils. No one seems to see God coming. And apparently he gives no indication who he's going to spare or watch over, because plenty of people are killed in mid-prayer by tornadoes and other acts credited to God on insurance forms. The belief in God seems to strengthen at times when people are experiencing extreme mental and emotional stress. Perhaps it's a God reflex, a moment of desperation in which the mind can no longer cope with the empirical evidence around it, whether it be the obvious unsurvivability of a tornado bearing down on them, or the simple reality of the death to which we will all someday succumb. The God reflex is an ego defense, a switch inside the brain that begins to look for forces outside the mind's conscious environs for answers when the weight of empirical evidence is too grim to be further disposed by that particular mind's normal methods. Of course, each mind differs, so the extent of circumstances that triggers the God reflex is different for everyone. This accounts for the many different levels of faith and belief, the extent to which each person believes they must participate in their religious rituals to keep their God happy. God is a concept created in the mind of the believer. Everyone who believes in God creates an image of what their God is to them. Atheists lack a belief in God, therefore have no image of what any God is like. However, each person still has a God reflex, a moment of desperation at which point they will believe anything. This is a strange paradox on the surface, but very easy to understand upon reflection. I am an atheist myself, so I would like to believe that there are no circumstances that would send me reaching out to an imaginary creature who can aid or punish me, never having witnessed anyone benefiting from belief in God in an empirically provable way. Perhaps under excruciating torture, or under great threat to my family, I might be mentally abused enough to find that only a belief in a supernatural force outside myself can preserve my will to live. It would be my most extreme point of desperation. When hopelessness is so overwhelming, I'm willing to believe anything to maintain some possibility of hope. As I sit here, I'd like to believe there is no such point, but I'm no fool, and I know better than to say never. Things can happen to anyone that are worse than they could possibly have imagined. And under that kind of duress, the mind can be pressured enough to take action that under normal rational conditions it would consider fruitless or foolish. Therefore, the ability of the mind to seek comfort outside itself during times of great stress is a human faculty. Whether or not one chooses to live by that faculty is what separates the weak minds from the strong.
So that's the essay I wanted to start my vlogging with. As with any video, comment as you feel is necessary and let me know what you think. Maybe I'll try this again some other time. Thank you.